righteth every man and woman that cometh into this continent, into this world of America today.
Who could forget when Tyson... The Rock. Oh!
Fight on by the grill, I'm like I'm Joe. Always tryna fight on by the... Always tryna fight on by the grill, I'm like I'm George. I'm coming for that dough, soon as I walk, they making noise. I'm walking through my city, they like boom, by 3-0. Knock them out in 60 seconds like I'm using cheat codes. I just want that money like I'm money made. I might pop my jack and uppercut, and he up on my way. With my belt, discount double check, undisputed check. I'ma walk inside your gym and take over. I'm new to camp.
It'll be tough to forget this evening. Alexander.
This bout is
An open-air outdoor. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Have to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Do you believe what we're seeing? Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
If you are on the losing side of this fight and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking to fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
This is with the straight left. They exchange punches. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter shot. Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. This is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter on to the second round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and start it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
There's a counter shot. Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working. The bell rings and we start the third. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the sense of the comeback.
The way the connect percentages have to be off the charts. The big Ukrainian in big trouble. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that that moment of trouble has passed.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. It's like it never happened.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Usyk might go down here. What an upset. A lot of work needs to be done in this corner. 2 knockdowns in the last round.
There's always a way.
There's the bell to start round 4. They drop their guard, they get caught. And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. Nice counter. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Good defense to block the hook. A perfect counter lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10. Did you see that? Usyk. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Perfect counter shot. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Clark, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. You playing over girl.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, Meg looks so...
Let's start the 6th. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Taj, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Back and forth they go. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Stamina is off the charts. He misses with that straight left. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out there?
Usyk couldn't take anymore, and down he goes! And in this replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
Where did that come from? What a shot!
this is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down twice. Corner might be thinking about stopping it here.
They believe they're...
And there's the bell for round 7. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they...
And the big cat goes down. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Only one, number one, there ain't room for 2. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top 2, but not number 2. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Yeah, I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining, check the ratings. Let me out, I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready, who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for 2. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top 2, but not number 2. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for 2. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top 2, but not number 2. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Who wants it? Ready for anybody, I got this. They say you can learn from your losses, but victory tastes sweet like chocolates. Top of the game, you can't top this. Permanent sauce, never lost it. You came in the game and you flopped it. I came in the game and I bossed it. That's why me and you are different. I'm ahead, you lot are in the distance. Stay persistent and consistent. I'm the king now, this is my kingdom. Ready for takeoff, watch how I lift them. Take shots, it's rare that I miss them. Boom. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for 2. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top 2, but not number 2. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room.
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you mother and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversation, no astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Hey, ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's a necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance when I'm dropping this. Janis Joplin droplets, it sound like the apocalypse mixed with Christopher Wallace's topics on top of obelisks. It's a kabbalist novelist inside of my esophagus. Rhyme is priming is optimist and tastes like chocolate cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Like winner, chocolate cake for dinner, birthday cake for breakfast, slice it like a ninja, pick up all the pieces, assemble like Avenger. Author rain is August, wordplay is December. That mean my pen is in cinders and my deliverance shivers like Siberian area shippers. Slip on the slickest icicles, drip from the tip of my scriptures. If you a ship on the trip, don't hit on the tip of my glacier. Swim with the fish and flippers. I finish my pictures. This is what didn't get it, getting hitting the different differs. What did he do with it? Didn't she? Who are you mentioning? Louis do a dual identity, dueling enemies. Do it to him, chewing through him without doing it dentally. Superhuman, fluent without refueling engines with energy. This chemistry can it be? They googling endlessly. Even computers losing memory, bending mentally when they interface with the lyrical ability. Things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans...
Tyson Fury. What a pleasure it is to be here. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Clean left jab. A perfect counter shot. Straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Patterson's rocked. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Tyson Fury just got rocked. Down goes Fury. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels, but look at, it's not again. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. It's not... And there's the bell to start round two. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Caution being thrown to the wind. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well done with that counter shot. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He blocks the jab. There's a counter shot. Big and missing big with that hook. Good counter punching. That counter punch caught. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. From this. There's the bell for round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on the end. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Catch and shoot. Shot. Punch, counter punch. A perfect counter lands. That counter shot lands. Missing with the hook. Beautiful counter shot. Make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great. And as we see it again in slow motion, there's no doubt. That body punch right there buckled him.
I've got to see that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your ball.
Let's talk about Fury in that last round.
What do you do?
He's been knocked out. And there's the bell to start round 4. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
step back for just a moment. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. When are we going to see a jab from these two? And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we continue.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the ring.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. What a huge... There's the bell to start round 5. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. And he scores with the counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. A lot of effort being exerted here. Missing with the left hook. Good counter punch. They both want the knockout. How about that time counter shot? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about fury in that last round. This is the beginning of round 6. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Like to see more jabs. That left hook misses. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Beautiful counter punch. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter. These two fighters are made for one another. They exchange punches. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about fury in that last round. And there's the bell for round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there, toe-to-toe with them, and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about fury in that last round. And a ramp.
That's his round.
And there's the bell for round 8. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. They block the hook. Nice counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter. And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. Swing and a miss with the hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.